Have you ever watched other women move forward while you feel frozen in the same place? Have you ever given your best to everyone else only to feel empty inside? Have you ever promised yourself that this year will be different, yet every year feels heavier than the last? You wake up tired, not just in your body, but in your soul. You care deeply. You try deeply. You love deeply. And still, somehow, nothing seems to change. Let me tell you something first. You are not lazy. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are tired from carrying too much without direction. You are exhausted from giving without boundaries. And life, sooner or later, forces every woman to face herself. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by green hills and quiet forests, there lived a young woman named Alara. Alara was thoughtful and intelligent. She noticed everything. The way the women woke before dawn to cook, clean, care, and comfort. The way men worked with their hands and returned home to rest. The way everyone seemed to have a role, except her. Alara had dreams, big ones. She imagined a life where she felt proud of herself. A life where she mattered. But she never stayed long enough in one place to build anything. She tried helping at the weaving house. When the work became repetitive, she left. She helped neighbors with their children, their chores, their problems. They praised her kindness, then asked for more. She tried selling handmade goods in the market. When sales were slow, she blamed herself and quit. Alara was always giving. Her time, her energy, her heart. And yet, at the end of each day, she felt invisible. People said, Alara has such a good heart. But what they really meant was, Alara will help us for free. She smiled when she was tired. She listened when no one listened to her. She said yes when her soul was screaming no. Then came the year that changed everything. The rain stopped. The crops failed. Food became scarce. And in the middle of that harsh season, Alara's mother passed away. Her mother had been her anchor, her quiet strength, her guide. All that remained was a small hut and silence. No one told Alara what to do. No one showed her the way. They simply expected her to survive. She moved in with her aunt for a while, helping endlessly. Cooking, cleaning, caring. But she was never enough. You're too slow. You think too much. You start things but never finish. Those words didn't shout. They whispered. And whispers can cut deeper than screams. At night, Alara lay awake, staring at the dark wooden ceiling. Her chest felt tight. Her eyes burned with tears. She didn't want to cry anymore. Why am I like this? She whispered. Why do I give everything and still feel like nothing? For the first time, she admitted the truth she had been avoiding. I am lost, but I want to change. I don't know how, but I cannot live like this anymore. One quiet morning, before anyone else woke, Alara walked to the river. The water moved slowly, patiently, as if it had nowhere else to be. There, sitting on a stone, was an elderly woman named Mara. Mara was known in the village. Not loud, not powerful in appearance, but women listened when she spoke. Mara looked at Alara and said gently, "You carry the weight of everyone else's expectations, but none of your own." Alara froze. Mara continued, "Your kindness is not your weakness. Your lack of boundaries is." Tears fell freely now. Mara leaned closer. "Your life will not change because you hope. It will change when you choose one thing and commit to it fully." Alara whispered, "I've tried. I always fail." Mara smiled softly. "You will fail again. You will doubt yourself. You will feel tired and unseen. But every small effort done consistently becomes a woman's power." Something shifted inside Alara. Not excitement, not confidence, but decision. She chose basket weaving, a skill essential for storing food and carrying goods. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't easy, but it was hers. She woke before sunrise. Her fingers cracked and bled. Her baskets leaned crooked and fell apart. People laughed quietly. Why bother? She quit like always. And sometimes she wanted to. After long days of helping others, she still sat alone and practiced. Even when no one thanked her. Even when no one noticed. Each weave became a conversation with herself. Each mistake became a lesson. "I will not abandon myself again," she thought. Weeks passed, then months. Her hands grew stronger. Her baskets grew tighter. Her mind grew calmer. For the first time, Alara wasn't giving herself away. She was building herself. Then came another test. A violent storm swept through the village. Homes were damaged. Supplies were lost. People panicked, complained, waited for help. Alara didn't. She worked day and night repairing baskets, creating stronger ones, helping organize supplies. Not because she wanted approval, but because she finally trusted herself. She was exhausted. Her back ached. Her hands trembled. But at night, sitting outside her hut, she felt something new. Pride, not loud, not boastful, quiet and steady. The village noticed. Alara doesn't give up anymore. She works with focus. She knows her worth. Years passed. Alara became the most skilled basket weaver in the region. Traders came from neighboring villages. She taught young girls not just a skill, but a lesson. Your kindness is sacred. Protect it with discipline. But her greatest victory wasn't her success. It was the woman she had become. She no longer said yes out of fear. She no longer helped at the cost of herself. She no longer ran from effort. She had mastered herself. And when women asked her how she changed her life, she said, "One choice, one skill, one commitment to myself, every single day." So if you feel stuck today, if you are tired of being the strong one for everyone else, if you feel lost while others seem to move forward, remember Alara. Your life will not change overnight. It changes when you stop abandoning yourself. When you set boundaries. When you choose growth over comfort. Start small. Stay consistent. Honor your effort. One day, quietly at first, everything will shift. You won't just build success. You will build yourself. And that is the most powerful thing a woman can ever do. Now ask yourself, what is the one thing you will commit to today?